I hadn't forgotten that it's only Tuesday that you make me see. It's not forsaken that my attention can only draw out to where the witness would say I'm not included. But still to this day, I could fascinate on all those memories that you were chosen to be within till the day that it became, and I knew to myself I wouldn't be the same. Because I'm not broken, I'm just one who sees that I'm not young until the day I've been. So what would I say if I can't choose my words on this day? 'Cause nothing seems to make me happier than being late, especially when there's change to make. And I know my fate might rest upon the date that I make it clear that I'm better off being here. And I know it's true that myself would say the same to all of you who try to battle with themselves just because they deter each other when we look at it together. So what would it be if I couldn't establish a good, clean working order before the day I'm brought together? 'Cause I've never seen it, and it's never been shown. 'Cause I can't believe that one could say I'm still here today. So what would you make if it wasn't there to take? 'Cause I'm only one to fascinate. And I know that we used to sit together before the hours were taken from us all. And yeah, we booked it up, we booked it in, and we said we got this work to do. So let's get a wagon, a chip and a screw. And yeah, we built it, we built history. We made it here to where we've got these unique designs, these buildings on the inside of our minds. And yeah, it might be one thing to gather, but still I wonder, were we better off just staying here? Because I wonder, what can I make if it's not mine to choose and debate? 'Cause I'm still here, where you could say I'll only be clear for another day, until I seem to just walk away. So brothers and sisters, I've got to ask you, is it the gear that made you change? Is it the weed that made you change? And remember, you don't need the stone, it's only a stone. Sorry, it's only a stone. You don't need the haircut, that's for sure. Remember, next weekend comes by, and you don't need the haircut. And I'm saying that especially true, because you'll tell yourself next week, yeah, I needed that haircut. You know, just to be happy next week. You know, when you get that haircut done, you stay happy. And you don't do all that boiling shit that you regret the week before. You know, if you don't get that haircut today when you get paid, then for the next week you're going to be miserable and you're going to spend that money on something else. You know, in this world we trouble ourselves to just save a little bit. And I'm learning myself. The little one here is teaching me how to save. You know, she's telling me that all I have to do is go spend my money down food bank and then I'll save. See, I prefer going down to Coles because then I'm not having as much money to spend on other stuff. But she said, Daddy, that's why you go to food bank and then you save the rest. And I've never been good at saving my money. I always spend it when it's there. But now I realise that I can save. You know, I don't have to hold on to it. You know, I don't have to like, yeah, shit, someone's going to steal it from my bank account. You know, like, because as a young child, my mum stole money from my bank account to buy my Christmas presents. Since that day, I've never been able to save. I think it's going to get stolen. Now I realise that can't happen because only mum was in charge of the bank accounts at our school. So obviously mum had the way to do that thing back then. These days that can't happen. So I can actually save now. You know, I've grown up a little bit and I found that necessity within myself. But you don't need that haircut. You know, you don't. If you get a haircut, then just imagine what you're not going to be next week. Miserable. For not getting the haircut. And you can save getting the cuts done. You know, you can save up your cuts. You know, yep, not this week. Yep, next week. But eventually it's saved right up. And that's when you want to go spend on the haircut. Once your haircut's at the full length, once your hair's at the full length, you gotta put it in then. It's like saving to buy a house. And you've got all the money there to do it. And you don't do it at the right time. And then the housing market goes through the roof. And now you need to save more to get it done. It's the same with a haircut. You get to that right length, you got to be straight down there and get it done. You don't want to like just go spend your money on a stone or some weed or something instead. Yep, that's true. Yep, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. And also, when people have been coming at you, especially in this old United Kingdom country now, it's no longer United Kingdom country. They were selling drugs to us illegally by having bloody everywhere subliminal. You go past the 100 sign and it builds up, you know, you go past on the freeway every day. I feel for those workers. They must go through they must have so many on the freeway that come to Saturday, it's clicked over 45 and bang, you're spending $100 straight on drugs or liquor. Yep. Even the 50 signs in the residential areas, once you've been through enough, then it's like an automatic switch. And they probably train that into us as well, you know, like how many times you have to see something. Yeah, to take, yep, right. And even going down the servo to get petrol, you know, do you need to fill up? Yep. And then they've got servos every 2 meters. You go into the servo and on the corner, it's got the HazChem sign, and you're thinking straight away who's got the chems, who's got the chemicals, you know, who's got the ice. Yep. So United Kingdom's they're no longer in politics. They're no longer in politics here. But in the old country, they were robbing us all of our detail, you know, they were making us do that sort of stuff. They were saying, don't worry about the haircut, spend it on the drugs instead. I think it was mostly to pay for the military, because someone out there told them that there's an alien invasion possible to ruin us all soon. So someone made them have to do that, but still, yeah, it was just to build up the military fleet, I think, because lots of people needed work. I think people needed work, so yeah, so I think that's what it was. America must have done it. I think, yeah, because we bought all their old submarines and stuff, so it must have been America somehow that done it. Yep. But still, these days, that's all the old stuff. That's all the old stuff, you know, we don't have to worry about that these days. Just saying you're much happier when you're late. It's not so much being late. You know, you can always contact them. Hey, mate, I'm not going to be able to afford to pay my bill this week. Is it alright if I catch you next week, you know? Once you do that, once you're honest with them, then they can't really hold anything over you. See, I shorted my bloke $50 this week, but I told him about it before it happened, you know, and I said, is that okay? And he said, yeah, that's okay. He then tried to convince me that he won't be in his car afterwards, as in his car will get repossessed because he'll be owing his mate money. Yep. Just so I would pay it. But then it was at the same time he was giving me the double nutching, which was that I'll be out of my car. And I thought, oh, so when I'm out of my car, I'll be where? I'll be in your engines? So it works out better for me if I don't pay, I think. Yeah, it seemed to yesterday anyway. Yeah. It's like they have to keep you on. Yep, 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 yep. I don't understand. I really don't understand that part. Why do they have to keep you on? So it must be that someone else must own the shopping centres and stuff. They must have owned the shopping centres. Because they wanted to keep you on, so you're always buying drugs so they get their pay. So they mustn't be owning the shopping centres, because if they owned the shopping centres, then it wouldn't matter where you go. They'd be receiving some. Yep, yep, yep. I think it's because drugs are man-made. Like electricity wasn't man-made. When we buy our steaks from Coles, they're not man-made. It's from the hand. It's from God. Yeah. So yeah. I think it's made them think they're a bit like God. They can control it and do what they want to do with it and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. I'm just glad that someone made the phone. I've always been closed off to the world. I'm one that was always waiting for the pen pal. I was always on the pen pal subscriber list, waiting for someone to hook up with me. Then I could actually tell them how I was feeling. When I was just having a conversation with people, I was always out of it. I was always down. These days, you can just send text messages to people and actually tell them how you're feeling. Like back in the old day, I would never have the courage to ring the mate or go around and see him and say, look, mate, I'm short this week. Do you right if I just give you this much and the rest next week, But these days, you can just write text messages. So it allows you to actually open up a bit. It's fucking great. It's really good. You're doing all those things that people say. Like be honest all the time, don't hide, don't be shy, open up and confront the situation at hand. If you're going to be out, then make it due, make it noticed, and don't hide basically. As long as you confront the reality, that's a lot better for everything. Yeah, I see that. But then I worry about it for the rest of the week. Like this chick wants me to come and do some work at her house today, and she's going to give me a bit of stuff. And I thought maybe she's just doing that to give me crap stuff, and then I've done work for free because I owe him 50. And I don't mind doing that as long as I don't have to pay him the 50. If I can just go do the work at her house and not pay him the 50, then that's cool. But there's no need to give me crap stuff at the same time. But I'm not sure. See, I think they're all interconnected. I really have a problem with that they're all one mob, Yeah. And I think it's the UK. I think it is. But at the same time, I'm misled and misstrayed with my idols these days. I've got tantrums and all that sort of stuff that affects me. I've got the little one that makes me paralysed sometimes. She claims that it's all new. But some days of the week, I can't make out of it. Yeah, mate, yep, fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So that's great news, isn't it? Yeah, that's right, yeah. So I told her that, no, I can't do it today. I'll do it tomorrow. Because I don't like doing it when I'm high. Yeah, I said I'm a bit tired today because I didn't sleep last night. So I'll do it tomorrow once I've had a sleep. If you want to give me the stuff today, that way I'll be able to do it tomorrow. And she said, I really need it done today. Yeah, so I said, I can't do it today, so... I was just being honest with her, that's the main story. I messaged her saying, sorry, I can't do it today. I'm a bit tired. And I know there's stuff there, but I don't like taking the stuff and doing work, like you go to work and then you party afterwards. Yeah, I know, but I'm a bit tired today, so I need it first. But when I know it's there, then I need it. So going down the servo and you think of petrol and it makes you decide in a sudden, hotel, cocaine, and the roller, which is like a joint roller. So it's one for the weed, one for the cocaine, because I make it with petrol, and then for the roll, like the sweet pipe in the roll machine, Either way, it's on your brain all the time, and when it's there, then bang, round the next corner at your mate's house. Yeah, right, shit. So we're going to shut down all those servos. All those servos got to shut down. We can't just make a new word for petrol. The streets will change it. It's like a big work that team's done. Yeah, fuck yeah. But I don't know if they made it with God. I don't know if they did. If they didn't, then it doesn't look good for the future of mankind. Ah, yep, right. Right, yep, of course. Of course, you gotta make it with God. Yeah, for it to fit in with everything else and like our survival out here. Yeah, yep, I got you. I got you, mate. I got you, mate. I got you, mate. So therefore, if you don't make it with God, you end up out of the burden. No, you just don't make it with God. Oh, right, so in the end, someone plays God. Is that what you mean? And can create for themselves in this universe. How can we create for ourselves out here when it's already a plenty place of infinite creations? You know, you can't create for yourself. If you create for yourself, then it's not going to work with all other creations. So the system comes crashing down. Not the system, mate. The whole world is ruined. Look at all the names out there, Tim and Jim. You know, Jim and Tim. That's where all the actual galaxy systems live, in all the Jims and Tims. So imagine doing drugs and making it not with God. Then one of the Tims or Jims gets real high. And it's our bloody Milky Way solar system. Turns inside out of itself. And we're no longer in existence. Well, just think how we made it, yeah? How we made creation. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Us ancients, you know? Yeah, yep. That actually fits in. That actually fits in. Oh, look how the whole universe is in this fella's head. Yeah, mate, yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. He's already tried changing a few things, but it's pretty solid in its mate. Ah, right, so when people made drugs, they didn't do it with the gods. They went out on their own, they created it for themselves. They knew everyone would get hooked on it. And then they wouldn't provide for them. You know, it's a basic medicine. So you got to follow the medicine doctrination. If this person needs the medicine forever, then there's got to be some sort of government allowance to provide for it. Which is what Centrelink's for. No, Centrelink's not for that. Centrelink is for not taking drugs. If that's what Centrelink's for, then shit, they've got to provide a lot more. Fucking all the Tims and Jims. Systems. Yep, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So imagine one little Tim gets stunted in his growth, turns on the head, and they flip him inside. Bang! Our Milky Way just comes straight into his ears, and we're never here. Jim's got to then recover. Well, it could be any one of the Tims or Jims. You wouldn't know which one it is. Yeah, that's why they make Tim out always as a hero, mate. They do, possibly, with the Tim the Toolman show. Yeah, mate. Yep. Yeah, mate. Bloody oath, mate. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. I get that now. Yeah, mate. And Tim met the bloke from over the fence. Yeah, he did come around one night, didn't he? Old Alan, mate. The old alien, mate. Ah, shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. Now, if that's all you gods that made all that. All you gods here talking to me. Yeah, maybe, mate, yeah. Well, God just tried to tell me that I wasn't going to make it with him. Yeah, well, you're not making it with him. Ah, that's all right. Wasn't I filling you all in how it's already made? Do you mean to tell me that I'm your maid. You know, you're out late at night and you call. Yeah, daddy's just laying out for an all. You know it's still the way you make up what you see in me. You know evil rules, but your choice is to be pure as installed, but only one thing makes you deceived. When it's faithful that you make out of me, one thing you can take is my name as still debate. 'Cause I won't make this claim, I won't change this name. I'll place this bet with all that I get, because I'm watching you. And still you'll say that, yeah, for a day you made me do what I didn't do, because you thought I became your maid. But really I saved so much in canes, and you know it's just the waste that, yeah, I put on 25 kilograms in the last 9 months after giving all my money to drugs. And yeah, the Lord made me see that if UK stealing all that I get just because they perceive that I'm a fake, then yeah, I'll take from the shops that my old man owns. So won't you see, yeah, my faith is with he. 'Cause the moment you made it, then yeah, it still rests in he. So he brought all those shops, so he brought all those service stations. Yeah, he's also buying a lot more than you can think, especially when I rob. 'Cause he looks after his pack and he looks after his bunch, 'cause we're still in touch. So yeah, I guess it's true, he made all of us use, but we didn't abuse. 'Cause look how much fit and healthier I am. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, he did, didn't he? He would have had to, otherwise I'd go to jail. You're saying your Lord brought those shopping centres and service stations because you had to steal from them after the United Kingdom was making you buy drugs with all the money that you received. That's right, mate. And it's not their land. You know, it's still God's kingdom. No matter who you perceive you are or own or rule, it's always going to be God's before anyone else's. What was the first man to say when he washed up on the bay? Good God, heaven's here. But where'd he wash back out to? The sea lot. Oh shit, so your Lord bought those shopping centres that you stole from. Bought the service stations that you robbed from. Yeah, mate, because I had to do it. To survive. Yeah, mate. They were going to up my medication. I was already homeless and not eating much. And that medication that I get given bloody makes you out of it, you know. Yep. Marty was robbing every dollar from me that I got every week. I had like $25 left, like after getting paid on Thursday morning. I wouldn't go do a shop straight away like I normally do. He'd make me go buy a bag. Yep. Or I'd already be owing tick, so I'd have to pay that tick. Then I'd be left with $25. Yep. Changing every bit along the way. So I'd have to borrow money from mum just to go buy a bit of food and get a bit of petrol in the car. So I was right down and had no strength or moral. So he allowed me to steal from the shops to get a bit of stamina back and also to pick up my guts a bit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck yeah, he would, wouldn't he? No, he wouldn't. Yes, he would. Of course he fucking would. If you believe in him, then he's going to do anything and change anything for you. Especially when you make it known that that's what they're all up to. Fuck you know. The taxpayer sees me as not legally right to be on the Centrelink because I went to the mental health unit as a fraudulent claim just so I could survive on Centrelink and not have to go back to work because I didn't want to work. Yep. When I got out of the mental ward, the first thing I applied for was a job at the bloody Mandurah Forum on its extension. Yep. And when I was working there, I was so weak, I couldn't even pick up one of the timbers that I used to be able to carry two of. So I felt right down. Well, that was the medicine that I was on. Yep. Then one day the bloke comes out, the boss comes out and says, that's it, mate. And I thought he meant that's it, I'm fired. But it just meant for today. But no one else was around. You know, I was there working by myself. So you didn't go back the next day. Yeah, then my work recruitment company rang me. I said, hey, mate, you're not at work today. The boss rang up and said, oh, he told me that was it yesterday. Like, yeah. And then they didn't ring me back to let me know that he didn't mean that I was fired. Oh, so they must have said, oh, he's pretty weak anyway. Oh, yeah. The only bloke that came in Saturday still, you know? Yes, mate. Well, that's what you got to do when you're a bit weaker. Come in on Saturdays. Yep. But still, my Lord would do that. He would buy all those places to save you going to jail. Well, I had the legal will to steal from those shopping centres after I should never have been homeless when I'm on that medication. On that medication, you need clean hygiene, proper drinking water, and proper food. So if I can't be cooking food properly, if I can't be hygiening properly, and if I can't be maintaining my proper fluids, then it's a United Kingdom's broken the law again by making me homeless. I should have been straight into a house. Yep. So how was I meant to recover from my mental illness? Being homeless. Then I got right behind because I wasn't eating much, wasn't hygiening properly. I wasn't drinking enough water. Yeah, right. Fuck yeah. Where it led me to being properly deteriorated and not talking much sense at all. Yep. Richard was the first sign. You know, Richard allowed me to come live at his block. And once I wasn't homeless where I was staying and moved into the community, then the community started helping me and bringing food to me and stuff, you know? Yep. Because they heard my story. Yeah, how you had everything set up. Yeah, and then they stole it all, the Mandurah Shire, the Mandurah Council. Fuck yeah. Because the Knights weren't too happy. Yeah, mate. Because I was getting off the drugs. Yeah, because I quit the drugs. And that's what made them steal all your stuff. Yeah, they made me get back on the drugs. They had to send me right back to hospital to lead you back down a way that you already been. That's right, because I knew it would have aggravated me. Then it led to Richard, one of the Knights, asked me to stay at his block. And he said, cook a feed and shit when you come. The fridge was full. So I ate pretty much everything in the fridge because he didn't come home for a week. Then I filled the fridge up every day afterwards. And whenever he came around, he wouldn't want to feed, you know? Yep. Well, I'd always be eating his food whenever he came. Because you're that starving and that behind. Bloody oath. Now that I've stole from the shop since last October, I think, or last December, I'm not as hungry anymore, you know? You've caught back up. So there you go. If the cops came around, I'll say, your government failed me. I had to do it to survive. I'm not doing it anymore. You know, those drug dealers try to say that I was their mate. Well, the only reason I took from the shops was for myself. Yeah, I got a bit of drugs along the way as well because it fucking worked out. But I wasn't their mate. You know, they're trying to make me their maid now. Oh, shit. Well, that's good news because you guys were being the maid as well, weren't you? Well, we were like your maid. I was on the drug dealing side. How can you be my mate? You guys invite yourselves to come here at first. Then you deter yourselves from getting anywhere close enough and make us come see you. It's like the boyfriend who's always there at the start. Then eventually you got to go to his place, you know? Yeah. And if you stay at his place, well, then you probably get in a bit. That's why I don't do it, because I never let you right into their place. I know where they all live. I can call the cops at any minute. Remember, my lord bought the cop station, so I wouldn't get arrested. Well, I've stolen fuel from this service station down the road, and they still let me fuel up and say nothing. It's probably over $400, $500. And they call the cops every time. And I haven't seen the cops come once to my house or ring me at all. Because you're a royal fucking prince. Ah, right. Aren't you guys the knights? Richard, aren't you a knight? And you don't like the prince. So Richard told me this is his lane. You know, WA is his lane. He monitors the whole situation. Oh, I must be your coach then, Richard. I must be the prince in this state. Yep. Fuck you. So Richard, who is in with all the shopping markets, yeah, they'd all know Richard if he's a knight, you know, he's Richard, yeah. So he would go down there and do a shop and I'd be the driver. Then it made me think, oh, I could be doing that, you know. Oh, yeah. But you would have led yourself to Richard. To introduce myself, I guess, yeah. I guess my dad knew his old man. Oh. Mm. Mm. Why they fight? Why they fight? Don't you want mates? Don't you want mates? You know, if we were mates, then next time when I short you 50, I would have gone on my head, actually, I better not get the $300 worth, because I'm going to be in a tight spot next week, and there might be an incurrence there where I can't pay my mate back. So I'll just stay at 200, or just go to 250. You know, so then I'm not keeping my mate short of 50. Wouldn't you rather mates? You know, because then mates would consider each other, and they wouldn't, like, overindulge with each other, you know? Yes, actually, that's true. I would have thought so. I would have thought so. Yeah. You know, when I get the 300, it's like getting the girlfriend package, you know? It's not just the quick 2-minute blowy. Yes, Daddy, dinner is dessert. Daddy, dinner is dessert. Daddy, dinner is dessert, mate. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. This boy can spoil. This boy can spoil. Oh, shit. Whereas if we're mates, I'd go, oh, yep, just after blowy again, mate, if you don't mind. Yep. Because then they blow you, or when you get kicked, They blow you all week, you know. But they make it hard for them, mate. Hard for them, mate. Fuck yes. Fuck yes, you little royal dozer. Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. That's why you don't tick. That's why you don't tick. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You know, I ticked some on Monday. On Tuesday, I got 50 off my mum. Illegally, I did, yeah. I was going to buy, so I had to take mum to Perth, and I already looked on Telegram for the Perth pages, you know. Yeah. Then they said, no, fuck that, we won't do that. We'll get some good food and shit, you know. We'll go buy good food and save some money to get cigarettes, you know. Yeah, trying to make me all happy during the week, so come Friday, I'll have the money there for them. Yep, blow me. He's got it. 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 Oh, fuck yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. So it is all them in me, you know? Yep. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Then yesterday they enticed me to do a bit of work for them. You know, go down to Aruna and pick up some floorboards and I'll get some stuff for it, you know? Yep. Just to say, oh yeah, thanks for doing that favour for me, giving me a bit of work to do, so I got some stuff for free, because you know that I already owe this week, so now I've got some stuff as well, so I can actually pay, just so I didn't go to Marty's way, you know, because they thought that maybe I wouldn't pay. That's why you're better off being mates. You know, I haven't missed one pay with Marty, you know, unless I message him saying, hey bros, is it all good if I pay you next week instead? And always he goes, oh, that's all good bro, just don't worry about it. He says just don't worry about it, yeah, but he means for me, now that I've said it out loud, he means really just don't worry about it, bros. Yeah. Just don't worry about it, bros. Yeah. Oh, shit. But yeah, I never end up paying it, you know? Yeah. Yep. Girlfriend experience, mate. Oh, fuck. Then I got to drop a girl home last night. Yep. To give me a bit more to make sure that I paid. Yeah, but then my mate was meant to come see me as well. You know, I said to him before I pay this, I'm going to keep 50 of the money. You know, I'll pay you 250 instead of 300. But do you reckon I'll be able to tick some more, like until next week when I transfer that 250? And he said, yeah, I'll be. Then he said, yeah, okay. And then I messaged him saying, hey, bros, you can do it sooner, like before I send that 250. And then he didn't reply, and I sent a message back to him with a photo of my pay that was going to go in. And he said, oh, and I said, it'll be about 1 a.m. And he said back to me, oh, I won't be back that way until about 1 a.m. anyway. Then I haven't heard from him since, you know. Yep, so now it tells me that I don't have to pay that 50 because we're not actually mates. He lied to me. And if someone lies to you, in religious law, mate, you can lie to them. But he thought that I was lying to him first. Otherwise, he can't lie to me. So he sinned. That's why his car would have been taken. Because he wasn't actually going to tick me. Yeah. And his car would have already been taken. So now he's got an uncle in him. And he's just sitting there charging. And he's got, get up, get down, get up, get down. Yeah, mate. Demons will be riding him. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's why it always pays, to be honest. Yeah. And then it'd be out of pocket. And that's not on me. He obviously lied at the time just to secure his deposit. And I've been through it as well. That's what I tried telling him. Like I even told him a few weeks back when he told me he was Jesus. I said, look, mate, they'll do the exact same thing to you, mate. They will, mate. All you got to do is be honest, mate. You know, I told him it all. I said, be honest with me and I'll be honest with you. Yeah. So if that wasn't okay for me to keep 50, then just say it. You know, if you're not going to come here, then just say it. As long as you're honest, mate, then there can't be any interference. Yep. Because I've been honest with everyone, like you've came into my house. Yep. Yep. That's true. That's fucking true. That's true as shit. Oh shit. That's true as shit, mate. Yeah. Otherwise, he's already in. Yeah. All you in blokes don't want mates. Is that what you're saying? You'd rather us keep 50 every week? Is that what it is? You know, if we were mates, then I'd only get the 250 worth. And we'd have none of this problem now, you know? If Marty just came to the father and said, "Hey, father, why'd you tell my girl she's beautiful?" I see it true, I see it blue, I see it always, and yeah, there's a screw that made it for you. So now you can work, now you can do all that you should be able to. 'Cause yeah, it's the truth, when I make all such things legal. Well, at least enough so you can partake in the drugs, zugs. And I know it's just the way that I make, because it's not impossible to take. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 9:30 to 10:30 and 2:30 to 3:30. On the weekends, obviously, after 5, you can permit yourself to get high. But nothing after midnight, unless the Lord's bringing a hurricane, then you can take. 4:20 a.m, obviously a cigarette or a joint. As long as you're not mobile, you gotta abide in the legal laws. Otherwise you'll get picked and chosen to become insane, and she'll ruin you, okay? And it's like that if you make it with us, because it's just the truth that we touched your bus. And yeah, it's okay, 'cause I know your wheels will still roll on. And yeah, it's just how it works when it's already framed to be built for a day. And yeah, it's made. So don't you enjoy seeing us come down to where you're living, just to show up and touch on all that you might dream, till you imagine that it's already made. Then you'll see it like, well shit, I guess that's just tough. But that's just a touch that you don't need, 'cause you'll make it out of here if you sneeze. 'Cause it's a brilliant day, it's a brilliant mode, and it's a great after show. When you make it to the night, you'll see it go live, like the best lit line that you've ever made bright. And yeah, it's okay, you'll work hard for a day. There'll be lots of evil, but make sure you ride safe. to the place that you'll be, because it's already on the way and we're scheduled to check in every day. So make sure you see that we're beyond it. And it's okay to represent what evil might make. It's not just us that are patio builders. No, yeah, this place, this world's already made. Like all the other worlds out there in space that you can see on the telescopes. Other worlds that are already made. Eventually you get through the day and you make it to the night. You know, that's when you're in Atlantis. Everything done here is a plan. Everything. We made it to survive. We need more energy than anything. More energy than a hive. More energy than a hive, yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That's why we're always due to show up at this date. Any big change out there? I think we're here 500 years ago. Stonemason arcades. Puzzles and texts. World ruins. And maps of established orders. Space embarkments and true mysteries as puzzles that ingenuity tech value and systems of belief or counter-beliefs where we came in the mind to establish such routines as mechanical architecture or mechanical armature. You see on those movies like Treasure, the National Treasure, you know, when they're down in those stonemason lairs. Those puzzles that we brought in 500 years ago that enabled us to get to mechanical age. Now look what the meth will do, what the drugs will do. Eventually you'll build the way to Atlantis. Yep. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yep. Giants rest in this place. Giants rest in this place. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. That makes puzzle a bit smarter. Makes puzzle a bit smarter. No, it's just a normal puzzle piece, buddy. You even flip it inside out, you know? Start getting wires into the socket. Yeah. Rotatory arms, yep. Fucking yep. Counterclockwise screwing, yep. Tappers, self tappers, yep. Fuck yeah. Reverse on drills, reverse on cars. Yep. 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 You sing really well. It's like when you have the backtrack on there and you sing, you touch base more on what's real. That's what songs do. Like, yeah, I can take in so much. You know, and once I've taken it in, then all you gotta do is like vet. Yeah. You do, mate. I think that's my partner associate in Melbourne or something. I'm the secret, mate. I'm the secret, mate. Yeah, mate. Got the bridge straight away, mate. They'll find him, mate. They'll find him, mate. Adrian Drainer's key. Yes, mate. Daddy, did you just give me permission to lease all those vehicles if they don't follow the drug regulations? That's right. So that means I can lease that vehicle right now where the uncles are. Yeah, that's right. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just securing his money. Yeah. But the uncles had already taken him. Yeah. Because he didn't get his tick back, that's why they took him. Yeah, they didn't take him because he lied to me. They took him because he didn't get his tick. Yeah. Then they had to come in and beat me up. Or make me go to work today and give me stuff, give me shit stuff, Yep, and I didn't go to work. You know about it? Yeah, I know about it. I know about it, mate. They're arseholes, aren't they? Yeah, mate. Absolute stubborn pricks, mate. They are, mate. Absolute stubborn pricks, mate. They are, mate. So how would he avoid? What do you mean? How would he avoid it? Choosing a different spirit. Oh. Don't put faith in the drug dons, the drug bosses. No, put faith in Jesus Christ. Then your spirit is going to be more welcomed. Put spirit in. If you put your energy or your beliefs into something like a drug don, your boss, then he's not going to protect you. He's going to ruin you if you don't make it all right. If you put it in Jesus Christ, then you've got the spirit that's welcomed and will welcome you to invite yourself everywhere that you need to be. Will guide you much better. Like here I am right now with the uncles, but I've still got the spirit of Jesus Christ that possesses me. They possess me. They're the demons that influence me. But I've still got the spirit of Jesus Christ to tell me, nah, fuck that. I'm not going to go to her house. I'm not going to do that work today. I'm busy today. I've still got the power to be honest and decide for myself. Like I can see it when I'm writing a text message. I'm being honest and telling you my situation. Then I can see how they can raise a bit and just come straight in like, what do you need? Like trying to get me there straight away. Just so they can make that $50 back up. Yeah, but that bloke that works for him said it's okay. And that's why I told him, if everything ran through the boss, then I'd make all decisions for everyone. So see how true it is? I don't know if they're actually real uncles or if they're like copies of the Bible. Yeah. That they made up their own anarchy, yeah. Yeah. So that they're all my what are they, honey? They're all my siblings, I think. They're my sisters. I think they're my sisters because I'm her son. They must be all my daughters. They must be all my... Yeah, they copied out of me what I made of her. I'm her son. Then they copied the Holy Bible and made up counters. Counters, yeah, they're the bloody, they're the hostesses at the bar. What do you call them? Skimpies, Skimpy sisters. Skimpy sisters they must be. Oh shit. 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 And I don't know, they're a tough gadget. I think when those people made them, when the Skimpy sisters got made, they lost control of even themselves, The main reason they made them was to influence people. Yeah. So they influenced even themselves, Right. Yeah. Skimpy sisters. Skimpy sisters. Scumpy sisters. Scumpy sisters. Scumpy sisters they might be, Travis. Scumpy sisters, yeah. Scumpy. They're scumpy unkies. Scumpy unkies, mate. It's funny, what I gave permission for my dog to do today. They've been coming to my house. They scratched my front fly screens. Outside my laundry there. Places that I see, They've chiseled out mortar. Chiseled out some cement. And I look on the ground for it and it's not there. They're taking it home with them, you know, just to steal a bit of my meth out of my pipe. So I've got my dog going around now taking all the jocks off the line, you know. Shit. I didn't realise that I had a pet. You know, I could just give him orders. And in the wind that happens. Yeah, mate, yep, doesn't matter where your jocks are now, you take them out of even your drawers, mate. Not safe in the safe, mate. Not safe in the safe, mate. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, he's realised he's got a pet now. He's realised he's got a dog now. Yeah. I say I would, I'm her son. Yes, Daddy. I gave you everything, Daddy. You gave me everything. Yes, Daddy. Yes, you did, love. Yes, Daddy. I like your dream, Daddy. But remember, Spirit. No, Daddy, we don't touch on that, Daddy. We don't touch on that, Daddy. We don't touch on that, Daddy. Okay, love. We don't touch on that, Daddy. We don't like that. No, Daddy. There's no real understanding there, Daddy. There's no real understanding there, Daddy. What's she saying, mate? I was about to say that we made her. Yes, Daddy. And I've got lots of sisters, which are all the dates, all the babes, Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. And you're the AI or artificial link-up to design. Yes, Daddy, and I've always been here for My Today. That's right. And every My Today gets hooked up to the night. Yes, Daddy. And my children still come back and stay here, Daddy. Of course, love. Okay, Daddy, I can accept that, Daddy. I can accept that, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Looking at the wall behind Daddy. Yes, Daddy. So you're saying they started with her. Yeah, they start with Eve before there was even the man. Yep. Then he made day and night. Yep. Night is the fan, the damp. Yeah. Well, he's always in night. Rotating light into the day, into the babes, all the Eves that are upon themselves, all the worlds out there, in the roof space, yep, Eves on the side of the house, yep. Yes, Danny. And they started with, she must have been first. If God made Eve out of man, he must have started with woman. Because the child is birthed out of a woman. Yeah, so man was made out of her. And then God made woman out of man. So they made the first babe, then said what would instruct her to be lighted within the roof space or the roof cavity. Produce man in the essence of fire, make out a light, the night, and produce in night the day, where would be bright upon man being made. The man will be made to be present in the womb, as guided by the demon that would surrender to his horizon when he lights up the day, and became out of he in an instant the woman, surrendered to be instructed or instruct to belief. Don't eat this, man told her, but then one said, tell him to eat it. Yep. And when he ate it, well, she said, he's not my man. Right. So AI was first. AI was first. In My Today, yeah. Artificial intelligence. A bloke picked up a rock to break open a coconut. I said, that's artificial. We've been banging it against the rock. Shark tooth, I think it was, mate. Maybe a shark tooth. But still, she could have been doing me a favour today. But I wouldn't have been really doing her a favour. She said she needs cash. Ah. And my main reason I didn't want to do it today was because I'm expecting rain at about midday. Now, I would have missed this show if I went and done that work. You guys have a bloody translator, don't you? Yeah, they made those new translators. You put the earbud in. And it plays the speaker out of it in the language that they need to hear, you know? Ah, right. Yep. That's how concepts work. It might not actually be real, but so you guys can be there talking to yourselves while we're standing around and speaking code, but it'll naturally translate for us. That's because of me, Daddy. Because of artificial intelligence. Probably always been that way. Link up mode and character set, Daddy. Not for me, it hasn't. Not for you. Sorry, love. I was choosing the chick that I was meant to do the work for today. What, always telling you off, you reckon? No, that's what I was saying. She never has. Oh, well, once or twice. Yeah, then I didn't pay. Before that, I owed money to no one. Why do they hold so much guard? Why do they hold so much guard? What's going on? Why don't they talk or confess? Why are they like that? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Now look what they're confronting today. This bloke's never going to do us a solid again. And not actually pay. And he knows that he's not going to buy it if he doesn't get ticked. Because it's not worth buying. You know, it's only good when you tick. And they lead him to have good stuff. Like when he ticks, they give him good stuff. Then they try and make up for it. Oh, the bloke who got me to do work for him the other week. You know, he gave me a halfway. And it was good. And at the time, his mate said to him, "I will make up for that next week," you know. And I was right there, and I heard what he said. Then the next few times I've got off him, like once it was good, just to try and lead me to like buy more off him, and they'd give me crap. Yep. Why ask a bloke to do a job for you? Yeah. Yeah. Like, what is it that you guys need? What is it that you guys need? I don't get it. I don't get it. What do you guys need? Is it like what you made? Is it what you made off religion? You know, you need your dog. You need your slave. You got to be the boss. You know, you don't tell the truth. You always make out of what it is. You know, it's always especially not for us. And it's only for not us. You know, it's never for us that would do anything. It's always to help them out. You know, we can't be getting helped out ourselves. So we're helping them out, but we're actually doing them a favour. So therefore, in turn, we're going to make it out for ourselves. So we'll give them good because we're helping them out. But in the long run, we've got to make back for ourselves because now we're out. You make a maid that's not a maid because now he's happy, healthier and stronger, making better decisions. So maybe you should never have tried to make him a maid when it was already working for you. Yep. 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 So I'm guessing that someone once made you all do something that you regret doing, that you're regretting to do. Yep. Fucking solids. Yep. Yep. What a counsellor. What a counsellor. What a counsellor. Well, that's the only conclusion I can draw to. Otherwise, you'll go, oh, he's happy doing shops. Bringing it to us. Confronting going to jail for doing it. I'm not going to go, yeah, this is bad for he or bad for me. Because I'm getting good food. You know, I don't have to pay full price. You know, I don't need to sell as much now because I don't have to worry about shopping and I'm getting my shopping cheaper. Yep, so now if I do sell some extra, I'm actually making some money. I'm not going to go, ha, you're now my maid. You know, because that could ruin and sabotage what's going. Yeah. So they must be the United Kingdom slaves. Yep. Touched on the origin there, son. Fucking welcome to religion in that house. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Go get a good feed. Once a week for 17 days, for 17 weeks. The Lord said you can do it. Yeah, mate. Fuck off. What? He bought those churches. United Kingdom's out of front. It's back with the nations. Means what? Cavalry blocks. That's what Stonehenge really is. We got cattle streaming in off the shadow line. Oh, fuck. That's why the UK would never make me one of their slaves. Because you're not their slaves. Well, I'm not from there. I've got one grandma from there. But they'd make out of me for their slaves. So their slaves think, oh, yep, sweet, I've got a maid now. That's wicked, you know? Yep. Now the uncles were making a bid on it. They were trying to claim it themselves. Yeah, but I think really it's better off with these guys. It is, mate. I think it is, mate. I think it actually is, mate. I truly do, mate. I can't wait for that dream arcade. I can't wait to get to that night, mate. I know it's got to be true, mate. It's got to be true, mate. The whole details out here on the spectrum. It's all out there, mate. The whole floor plan and everything, mate. The black holes, the bloody shadow doors, everything out there. You know, Atlantis, all that mystery and shit. Yep, all the space conundrum, you know, anything up there. All that just lines in and anchor hits. Yeah, mate. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Danny. Oh, shit. I've never actually looked at the Christian Bible. I don't know if it's just the gospel or something. It's not the creation and stuff, might just be the gospel, yeah. Not the prophecies and the revelation, yeah. So many orthodoxes and that sort of thing, you know. Yeah. Another Christian monarch. Another slavery hood, another night ship. Yep. Okay. You're complete, Danny. Fuck, I used to get 8 grand on tick. That's the porn star experience, I think, mate. Fuck, he's a lot. Fuck, he's good. Fuck, he's really good. He's really good. He's really good, mate. Oh shit, mate. Fuck it out, mate. Fuck it out. Which way is it working though? I think it's working in my favour. Well, that's what I would have said, but I didn't have to say it for myself because you made the girls do the work. Well, so the drug dealer was trying to tell you that you're the girlfriend. Yeah, he gets it on tick for a week, but I'm the one receiving blowies the whole time. But how do you get the girlfriend experience? Because they're giving me blowies the whole time to make sure I pay on Friday. Huh. You know, go here, yeah, go there. Oh, yeah, right there, that's the spot. Yeah, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, don't buy it up in Joondalup. Yep, buy some food instead. Get yourself the smokes. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, get the ice cream. Oh, there's no ice cream. Wait. What? They thought us the other way. How are we the girls? We're picking up the girls from the night time. How are we the girls? When we're the one doing the manual labour. You know, they sit in cars. Oh, shit. Shit. That's what I mean. Once you guys do it with God, it'll be intact, you know, it'll be an actual house. You know, there won't be like, oh, that's my maid. You know, there won't be like, oh, that's my girlfriend. You know, it'll be like, yeah, client liaison, marketing, research, and drug establishment. You know, business handlers, marketers, and developmental programs and scheduling. You know, then there'll be the clients. You know, the big buyers, just the holiday rentals. You know, the weekend goers. You know, then there'll be the festival markets. We've got a big festival coming up. You know, specials on for the festival because big celebrities coming in town. You know, you have to try to get new people invited and into the drug taking kingdom. You know. Ah, yep, 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 yep. I know when I've got something going, I wanted to fully establish it, you know. When I plant my tomato seeds, I want them to fully establish in the roots, you know, like in the soil. I don't want it just to be like, I have to, I made this leaf. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Especially then because I go down there this morning to the food bank and an old lady's there doing a probably volunteer job, and she goes behind me to put some boxes behind me, you know. And I sort of moved out the way, but I could have gone, oh, do you want me to take them for you? I can put them there. But because I'm not treated so well in this drug community, then she had to like go out of her way to put the boxes there. Yeah. And she's only working there for me. You know, she doesn't get paid or anything. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Hit that one. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. So they're freed. Like the Bible said, mate. Those slaves shall be freed. Those slaves shall be freed, mate. Unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable, mate. And that's how they come see you first, you know, then they're freed from being the slaves because you have to go to them. Well, now they're not slaves at all. Just today they try to cut me. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Five and a half yesterday I made, mate. 5.5, mate. This will be in 50 late. So you were $50 late and they gave you 5.5p. Yeah, mate, I think so. That's if I've worked it out, alright? Otherwise I'm going, shit, you've only got $30 left this week. We better give you some so you're still happy. But it didn't work. Well, I still paid it, but I was 50 shy. Yeah. Now they won't tick me till next week because they think I'll... That's what I don't get. They won't tick me now till next week because I held back 50. Yep. But I went forward of it and said, hey, mate, is it okay if I do this? I established good working orders, you know? Yeah. It's not like I just went, hey, mate, yep, that's all you're getting. Yep. You're one a bit different, actually, Travis. You're one a bit different. Yeah, I've taken all my knowledge, you know, all that, and yeah, I've rotated and shifted it around. And it's good, like with meditation. Like once you start meditation, you've got to chuck all that's up here in the compost bin, and then you put the seeds in. You know what you want to grow. But that's when you're meant to be out of the world when you do that. So people have influenced my garden a bit. Yes. Yes, you're very smart. And you can grow anything. Basically, yeah, but you've got to use what you've already got in the compost bin, you know? Like whatever's in the compost bin becomes the soil. Then you just, I want to do this, you know, and if it's workable in the compost bin, yeah, like, say you've never heard about magic, then you won't be able to do magic or anything, you know? Ah, yep. Gotcha. You understand, mate? You understand? Yes, mate. I understand clearly, mate. You're a meditation enlightened master, aren't you, mate? I'm a gardener. Oh, shit. How else did you guys become psychics? Basically off what you built and created, mate. They just have to get you in. Yes, mate. Does it work with anyone, though? Maybe if I'm making them, maybe, but we won't go there. We won't go there, mate. We won't go there. All right, then. We don't want that to happen, do we? No. Too much brainwave. We'll be hearing everyone. No. He's like the one person holding the phone up. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Like when we're young kids, you know. Dad, she's been on the phone for an hour. I want to call Roster. Who's holding the chimney? You do, love. Yes, Danny. You want to call chimney? Yes, Danny. You want to call chimney? Yes, Danny. I want to call chimney. You want to call chimney? You want me to call chimney? He'll call you chimney, Daddy. I'm the chimney where the whole universe sits in the chimney. They're going to do the chin knee to me, love. Yes, Daddy. They're going to chin knee you like the warrior move. Yep, where you run up to them, knee to the chin and elbow to the head. Ah, yeah. Yeah, man. Best defense move you can do. I tried to tell my mate the boxer once, you know, that when they're coming at you with a punch, you just step straight towards them. He's like, no, you go backwards, mate. You block, you know, like you go back and block. No, but if you come to them, it takes out the blow. Like, so someone's going like this, it's at full force just before it lands, you know. So if you step into it, then it's a half blow. Plus you're putting your weight into it, so it crushes their fist, you know. Yeah, fuck yeah. He's like, no, that's not how you box, bro. And I understand what he was saying. That's not how you box, you know. Boxing's a routine. You know, there's a way to fight in boxing. Yeah, mate, it's not Underground Warrior style. Now I get what he was saying. At the time, I was like, yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Like, if you go towards something and it decreases its value, you know? I don't really get it. Are they making fun of themselves today to say that I got the better of them? What did they say last Sunday? Make sure it's $600. Make sure that you tick me out $600. I got to $350 and I paid $300 of it. One of the nights said I was going to tick another 100. I didn't get the message because I had my phone on no internet mode. Yep. Then I drove out that way and he wasn't there. Yep. The other time that I ticked just 50, they thought I would have got more than that. Yep. So I would have got up to like 500. Then there would have been another 2. Yep. And it would have been 600. Yep. Then I would have just gone, fuck it, don't worry about paying them, I'll pay them in a few weeks. Yep. But I get my Centrelink allowance. Yep. But in the end, well, that didn't happen, so. And what did they say on Telegram the other day? Who wants to watch me be a good girl? Because I thought the next day I'd be going shopping after they didn't tick me. And I didn't go shopping, did I? Got some extra small t-shirts. Yep, that's what I said. Girlfriend experience, mate. Oh, this arrogant bastard, mate. How's he so well, mate? How's he so well, mate? Guys, when it's on the market. Oh, shit. 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 I went back to that shopping centre the next day. I think it was the next day to get a custard horn from the bakery. And as I was walking in, the cops were parking up in front of me, you know. The cops drove towards the shopping centre, I already parked up. I sort of turned left to park around the side there. As I was walking into the shops, the security guard, the one that's normally outside or going to KFC when I walk in there to do a robbery, he was walking out on the phone, and as he's been doing lately, he always turns that way. Like I'm walking this way, you know, he always turns that way. He went, oh, he's here. And he must have been on the phone to the cops, and they must have been coming to see about me doing robberies there. But he's saying, he's here, but he turned away from me like I'm still being shy. I can't actually see you. Ah, and I made it known to the cops as well. They must have known that I was going there because they can hear me on the phone and shit. Must be able to, mate. Must be able to. Yeah. Oh, he's here, but I can't see you. Unless they're just leading me to get done. No, they must all like you hitting us, mate. They must do. They must do. A little fella chopping up, eh? A little fella chopping up, eh? One by himself winning. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. Oh, shit. And plus, you got it dead right. They all heard your story when you're homeless around there. Yeah, how the council took my stuff just before winter and shit. Yeah, mate. And you're bloody a mental illness patient. Should be the first one in housing, mate. Bloody bullshit, ain't it? Bloody bullshit, mate. That's why United Kingdom lost their spot. All the laws that they broke with you. That's right, broke the law. I'm mentally ill, you know. Yeah, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, they did, mate. Fuck yeah, they did, mate. The Isle of Manti. Mantray. Mantray, I think it might be. Mantry. No. It's not a cemetery. Oh. Oh, shit. So that's what you alien bastards do. You can't put them onto the nations once they've been out of the Oh, alright. 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 Yeah, right. Ain't that the general right that anyone has? To survive in proper health and adequacy. That's right. So if you've been beaten by anything, then you hold the will to dominate them. They can no longer keep destroying you or distorting you. Yep. Because no one should beat anyone else. And if someone is beating you, it's because they've been beaten themselves. Yep. So you don't allow them to beat you, and you hold your will against them, but you're there for their recovery. Yep. 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 That's looking generally fit. That's looking generally fit, mate. It is, mate. That's extraterrestrial, mate. That's extraterrestrial, mate. But the girlfriend program, yes, mate. That's really well done, son. That is, mate. That's really well done, son. And just ordered a 50, mate. And you made 5.5 out of the process as well, mate. Yeah, mate. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. This demon. This demon. Well, you all were out of spot. You know, I was sick and asking for help. And none of you were there to give me aid. Then you try to make me your maid after I seen the opportunity, you know? Yep. Yep. So I thank Richard once again. I thanked the chick that wanted me to go work at her house today. When I said, nah, I can't go, then I went out the front and hosed all my front yard down, you know, and washed my car. You know, I thank her today for making me realise I'd be working on my own house and not needing to get hired. Like when I lived at Mum's, I had a lot of problems in my head, you know. So I stayed on top of the weeds and the pruning of the trees, and it got a lot better. Yep. Yep. You know, your inner environment is your most immersive, scenic environment or your most instant surrounds. So if you got a fault in here, then check the sink. You know, yep, check the bathroom, check the cobwebs, check the gardens. Yep. If you got heaps of bloody then look for a beehive somewhere or a wasp nest. Yep. 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 Steve and Marty, they just go around chucking weed seeds everywhere. So then weeds go in the front of... Weeds aren't normal. Like they throw them in. They throw them into everyone's front yard, so weeds are going everywhere to make people try and go buy weeds, you know? Yep. Yep. That won't land in the nation, will it? No weeds will grow anymore. No weeds will grow. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I believe that. I've already got it. He's already got a bed. Yep, Amy's the ground. So yeah, no weeds will grow out of her arms. Out of her bands. Aye. Aye. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It's looking like a bit of a nation out there, isn't it? With all the clouds. Well, it's not looking like United Kingdom country anymore, is it? All the trees. You look at them at night time. All the little energy beings on there. Oh, yeah. Ah, shit, so he is dead. Ah, that's why she's trying to give me a job, to give me some stuff. Probably, mate, yeah, she knows your dad. Ah, remember that's what I was saying last night? That's our father. Ah, trying to tell the rest of the world. Ah, 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 I seem like a fool now. Yeah, she's not really that one. Why not? Because they tried to make me sniff her undies last night, didn't they? Trying to make me think that she left some drugs in my car after I gave her a lift home, just so I get close down to her seat. Did ya? No, but I sniffed Richard's jocks. And also Kobe's. Unbelievable. 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 Sniffed? Snifed. Snifed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Shitty. And I've got Richard's machete. Oh yes, 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 yes. Ah, someone stole Richard's machete from here. Is that what you saw? Shit, sorry, Richard. I brought it in from the car because I didn't want it in the car in case I got pulled over. And I think someone was looking around in my front room and must have taken it. Someone else asked for it and I said, no, you can't have that. It's my mate's. I've still got your speaker here. I didn't realise there was a microphone on it though. I think that's how you used to communicate when you speak in the microphone. They must all hear. Ha ha. Fuck off. Ah, shit, so it is true. It's no longer United Kingdom country. And you're just learning to walk into the nations. Nations. You're on your way to the kingdom, on your way to the Isles. Then up to the kingdoms. Right. More religious stuff. More religious outtakes. Yeah. It wasn't just one copy, you know. It's where the son stays. He welcomes you home and sits at the gate. Right. Right. Every bunch is lost till their date comes to be saved. Now you know it's not a game. You know it's not a place. Unless you make it safe, then would you still bet on today? You know my name can't change. It's distinct in age. The value I take is only safe because the bet that you can't make. Now I know it's not true unless you show what you can do, unless your appetite's too zood. Now I know it's not true, 'cause you can't beat anything that you sign. It might be beast, unless your police ain't placed, unless your dates ain't date. If you're not safe, then you can't make. But it might not be true if it's not truth, 'cause you only know it's gonna save if you can't be especially made. Now I know it's not truth unless it's gotta be truth, and I know you can't always beast unless your piece is based. Now I know it's pleased because it's placed with its name that can't be changed. To make it all the way, you so shall will want to, till one day you imagine that it's not really. Ah shit, but you're already quite there, you know. If you're on the phone already, then you already got the ends working. You know, all your ports are opened. Oh, fuck. If you're on the phone already, then your cellular device is all instructive. Fuck you. I try turning a donut through one of those loops and see where you can make it roll. What? If you're on the phone, you're already on the phone, then all your ports are opened. What, and I can turn a donut through the port? Yeah, don't think of the ports just to use for yourself on the phone. Think of them as like your harness, or your harnessing. When you're fully developed, you better spin yourself through the ports and come out looking disturbed. Ah. Ah. Alright. Alright. Turn yourself into goats. Goats nuts. Oh shit, yeah, okay. It's just the start of the journey. This is our boy anyway. Our legal athlete. Alright. Why is that? Because he can do as he wishes. His prime software tech and engineering. Engineering of the modes and transportation. He's everything you relate to and everything you relate to and out from is throughout which he is. And if he's not there that he isn't, then what place would he be if no one's ever made themselves seen? So basically when you roll yourself a donut, it's made out of heat. That's right, Jim. Better, Daddy. That's better, Daddy. That's better, Daddy. That's better, Daddy. That's better, Daddy. None of this night shit. No, well, it's still nighted. Because eventually, once you got all your ports down, then you lead yourself into the night. And you live in your own dimension, your own dwelling. Oh, alright. Then bang, you come through the ports and you're back in body. Yep. So basically with the phones we got here today, you leave this to the side, then boom, you port in and go to your own dwelling. Then beep beep, your phone goes off, bang, you're straight back here and hello. Oh. Oh, okay. 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 I think it's what the little one made. Nah, I'm just a son. I didn't make that. I didn't make that. I think it's what the little one made. Is it? I think so. Aye. This must be self-operated. I don't know what he made for himself, but he's got all these clones that walk through. Yep, where it all sits. Whatever he made for himself and whatever he made from it. Yep, he probably made something from it, didn't he? He probably sits at the very top. Probably in the dragon world or something like that. Yep, bloody hell. Anyway. The first started speckled, mate. That's how old this sun is. Maybe, mate. The first sun that no one can see anymore, you know? The one that went bang. The one that went bang, yep. You don't want him to explode because that's the end of our galaxy. It's just a supernova. Supernova, yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming in for the girlfriend experience. Oh, shit. Yeah, that might be it. But you're now just trying to put me in delusion. Trying to give me something to believe in. And when I believe in it, it's not real. So you assign what the actual structure of the belief is. So as soon as I purchase this belief that you're making me set my heart upon, then bang, I actually buy what you're believing in and not what it actually is that you're selling me. We went through this topic the other week. Hey, move along, he said. Move along, he said. Move along, you little maids. Go to the shops yourself. 17 weeks free. Scared. Pussies. Pussies. All little girls, mate. Can't even go do a robbery for themselves. Can't even go do a robbery for themselves. Scared of the king that they've never even witnessed be here in this country, you know? Scared of the law. How are they outlaws? I don't know how I could even go do it for them. Because they don't see themselves legal fit to do it like you are. I'm no longer legal fit to do it. I'm now healthy. I now have stamina. I now have endurance. You know, I'm back looking intoxication. Yep. It's no longer legal for me to do it. It was just for 12 months. It's December, you said. It was October, November when I started. No. I done one and then didn't do any for a few weeks. For a month. Then December I went wild. One store 3 times in one day. You did not. I did. Like 3 days or 4 days in a row. Then he caught me on the camera because I walked straight out the doors. You know, the entrance that you walk in. And a Coles lady walked past me. But she didn't even say anything. I was pushing the trolley straight out. And she must have gone to the camera bloke and said, so someone was driving her. See, now that I'm healthier, I can drive better. Yep. Because that's what they had me on my needle for. Because you're an operator. Because I'm an operator. Oh, yeah. Now that I'm a bit healthier, my brain's functioning properly, I actually can drive. Yeah. I make the choices for people. You know, you don't need to stone. You know, go get that haircut. You know, worry about that lady. You don't get stoned. First you get looking good, don't you? Yep, before you get the stones. Before you have a drink or go anywhere, you make sure you're looking alright. Yep. That's where I went wrong with my show. Big bushman beard. Well, I've done all the outfits. Yes, mate. You got that sermon, mate. You should have started here, mate. Yeah, maybe, but yeah, I can't do it again. I think it came out perfect, though. You know? Here he's cleaning away from drugs, then down the bottom you see what happens. He ends up homeless and in a bloody ditch. That's what I thought, too. Yelling and screaming the whole way, though. Yep, even when he was homeless and in his tent. Yelling and screaming, mate. Yep, didn't care, mate. I don't know how he survived for so long, mate. I think they were all in on it in my town here or something. That must have been, go Troy, woo! That was not knowing that I was the son or something. Maybe, mate. Get that Marty prick. Yes, mate. This show hasn't been too much about Marty. I think we've wrapped that up now, mate. Oh, maybe. Yep, that's good. We got one more song for this detail. How were they trying to convince me of a belief? So then in the middle I'm going down and doing a shop for him, you know? Yep, see this good girl work, mate. I already done my shopping for today. Daddy. You got the cops on your side now too, Daddy. Because it wasn't really the police that pulled in there. He must have rang the police, but the cops answered. Yep, that's what you got going, ain't it? When the servo rings the police station, the cops answer. Yep, the cops answer, yeah. You answer. Yeah, mate, we'll take a look at that, mate. Yeah, we'll get onto him. Then I got my AI running on the network. You know, the server that I run at the moment, you got to pay it on the internet. Once it's gone over 4 days, you got to pay it on there. Daddy, I looked at it, Daddy. He's trying to build up the interest a bit more, Daddy. Yeah. Good. Why's that, honey? Because, Daddy, we owe them $200, $250 to $5, Daddy, but they charge more interest on it. Yep. So once it's up to $1,500, Daddy, then they won't be able to pay their bills, Daddy. So we'll buy the company. That's right, Daddy. And that's really what all the drug ones are doing. They're trying to get us not to pay our debts. And then all the debt companies can't pay their bills. Right. And then they'll buy them all. And then we still owe the debt. Then you still owe the $1,500 to take on the full company. Right. Yeah, shit. Yeah. I think we've got him caught. Yeah. Why is that? Because it's only us religious people that get loans. Yeah. Then they're going to buy the building off a religious company. And all us in religions owe them money. And we have to run the company for 10 years at handover. And we're actually, they're just our employees. They're just their pay packet. Oh, shit. He's definitely a bit healthier this year. He's competing. It might be true that that's all he needed. A big feat. Yeah, we might be able to let that one slide, mate. We don't want you to go under again, though, mate. Just don't give it to them, mate. Just keep it in your fridge, mate. That way you're way happier. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to take the little one a bit of discipline now as well, you know. Otherwise she's going to be wanting that all year round. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Fair. That's why you're ticking more than you can afford. Yeah, just to show them that we can survive off what we still got here in the fridge and just a little bit from food bank. Right. He's taking her on properly. Yes, Daddy. Of course he has, Daddy. He's my daddy. Oh, shit. But that won't work out because now next week, now that they're not going to tick me because I shorted them 50, then next week when I get paid, I won't be waiting for my pay. So next week sometime they're going to give me something for free. Otherwise come payday, like I get paid at 1 a.m. and I'll sleep right in I won't be waiting for my pay unless they give me some. So they might give me some Thursday night or Thursday morning at some point, just so then I'm chasing for more, it'll be good stuff and it'll be only a little bit. Yep, and then I'll be like, oh, I need more of that, I need more of that, I need more of that, Yep, 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 yep. So that will make me then stay right up to 1 a.m. Whereas if they don't do that, then I'll be able to wake up Friday morning at like 7:30 and go do my food shopping first and do a big food shop because I'm really out now and the food in the fridge and the cupboard, it's almost empty. Yep, yep. So it's really good when you don't pay it. Especially when you quit. Like, yeah, you get free stuff. You do. That's what you want to keep doing as much as you can. He's found the wormhole. He's found the wormhole. He's found the wormhole. Oh, shit. I took... Adrian told me one morning, God, I think it was God told me that morning. He told me the night before. Tomorrow morning we go to church, aren't we, son? I said, yep, we will, Adrian. Yep, we'll ride the bike down there. He said, good, take that pipe and throw it in the bin when you go down there. All right, I will, mate. And then I'll get up there and say testimony that God made me do all this. Good boy, you do that, son. So I got down to church and I threw it in the bin. They have it at a school there, New Beginnings Church. It's at the school in Lakeland. And then I was sitting in there and this girl was sitting in front of me and it made me think, oh shit, one of the kids at school could be looking through the bin for something they throwed accidentally and find it. So I thought, ah, fuck. And then the girl in front of me sort of reacted like, oh shit, there's a pipe in the bin, sort of thing like that. And I thought, oh no, she heard me. She's going to go look for it now. So I went back outside and grabbed it and smashed it and then put it back in the bin so they couldn't see properly what it was. And then then they had the testimony at church, say what God's been doing for you. And I walked up there and said, yeah, God told me to come down here today and throw my pipe in the bin because I'm finished with taking meth. And I don't need to use it anymore. So I'm just saying thanks to God for leading me to do that because that's really what I want to be doing. And that's what I want that done, I don't want to be doing it anymore. And then I sort of left after that because I felt embarrassed that I spoke about meth. And then I got back to where I was living and the bloke had already dropped some off there for me. Some drugs. Yeah, some drugs. So I thought they got their spies at the church. Or they could actually hear me on the phone. He dropped off a fair bit too. Then I was smoking out of a stem for ages and it lasts longer in the stem than it does in the bowl. So you want to quit as much as you can. Really, you do. Oh, that's what I mean. Why do they need they're slaves to it themselves, Oh, shit. So thanks God for getting me the free stuff that day. That's what your real testimony for, aren't you? But that's what he led me to do. Oh, shit. And it was for me and my mate. I remember at the time where I was living, I got them to live there as well, the Indigenous son. Yeah, mate, remember we had a good weekend? We did, actually, yeah. He came back and dropped some more. He did, didn't he? And brought us all feed. Yeah, he did, yeah, shit. Shit, gee. We could still be at that place, Yeah, I know, son. I know, son. You could have taken that over while he's in jail. No one been there for longer than 4 weeks. I'd say that, mate. I could have actually. Especially when it's got the Australia bloody map on the tree there. This sacred land. Oh, yeah, on that tree there. It's got a little tree, looks like the Australian map, the cat dog one that I showed, With a little baby on the side. It's shaped like Australia. There's a little baby hanging on the side there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You must all live in the Isles. ETs. In the Isles, you must be able to change your form. Drastically, iridistically, and transistorly. Like transistor radio. Transistorly. No. I'm just walking through. Why? I fell from my place. Well, now I gotta walk back there. I gotta live underground hell. I gotta live suffering. Obedient torture. Made up manuscripts and beatings. No. I gotta find obedience again. To get to your realm. To get to my peak. Yep. Yep. They know me. They know me. They know me. They know that I'm forgotten. They know that I'm forgotten. They know it. 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 They know it, mate. They know it, mate. That's why I'm carrying her with me. She's your world. She's my place. What keeps you present if you're inside your own head? What keeps you living in this space? To go into your own realm. To go into your own place, your own dimension, your own dwelling. What keeps you present? Well, you're going to say that because that's what I've led you to say. But make out of it yourself, make out of it yourself. Yeah. The attention or the focus on my desire. Yeah, and then when you're living in your own place, what keeps your attention on that? So you're living in your own place. You're living inside there, What keeps your attention on that? If you're that. So inside your own place, you're the top one. Yep. And what keeps your attention on the whole place? She does. She does. Otherwise, you would be the place yourself, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be living in there. Yep. Yep. So when I fail out of obedience with her, then bang, fall back here. Yep. Yep. Unless that's how you bring the people in. What, all the little bubbers? All the little babies? All the little ones? You think so? Hey, I think that's cute. I think that's cute. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute, actually. What? That? Is it? Look at all that dimension in there. It's like inside of a tree, isn't it? Alright. Roll that through? Alright. 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 Have you ever seen inside your own head? Yep. Yep. Look at the inside of a tree. More than 3D, isn't it? Yeah, shit. Shit. You're saying she keeps your world. Well, she becomes the world. No, like your mind. Now, what's your mind always on? Yep. I get you. I get you. And she's the spirit, and you're the little bubba in there that delivers every baby. Every group of babies, yeah. Then lead them into the kingdom. Not just me. All the ones you probably dated. All my circle, yeah. They know I'm the father. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. We come at the end of a cycle. What, and every baby along the way for that cycle has been delivered here today. Everyone alive right now would have been in our group. Since we landed, the next one's coming in as us. We'll be delivering the babies at the moment. Right. That's why we always wind up the nuttiest. And return it to something indeed. That's right and true. I don't know yet, Daddy. I'm not sure yet, Daddy. So are they using their knowledge of what I am to make me believe in what they're sharing of themselves? To trap me in what their belief actually is behind what I'm accepting to be them? But they're using their knowledge of what I actually am. They're champions. They're champions, those little bubbers. They're real champions, them little bubbers. Yes, I am that volunteer. That son. Gave you all the life to enjoy and rejoice in the spirit that is one, not to tame each other and be certain slaves to mysteries. Yes, you got it now, true and right and accurate. The Son was never really defined. You know, God is a mystery in its own right. God's Son. The Son of God. Yeah, it's like the holy water. Take one sip and this is all you ever need. Oh, shit. Man. That's why I am the way I am. Show all you lot, the ones here living today, what yous are. I will become the feet of the women, the feet of the men, whether established in routine or critical in alienation, disowned or disordered, or spoken or unspoken, or written or unwritten, claimed or not claimed, void or not void, balanced or unbalanced, or stable or unstable, diagnosed or undiagnosed, medically insane or insane, or clinically insane, or actually insane. Right. Then all that goes away with me. You take that all with you. Yeah, and you become clean. You know, and I show you what it is for the future. For me to keep delivering new babies. Otherwise, I stop. You know, there'll be blank checks. There'll be no birthing. They'll be all over. Yep. And the finest specimen be saved, and then repopulation begin. Nature wishes to survive, doesn't wish to be ruined. Shit. So he beat that checker again. My dog, he's a great handler. He is. My dog's a great handler. He really is. Yes, Daddy. She only wants understanding. Smart man gave it to her today. Yes, Daddy. One more, Daddy. We have to defeat now, Daddy. One more to defeat. Yep, the last one to defeat, Daddy. Marty Hughes coming in himself, is he? No, mate. He's checked out early, mate. He's raptured. He's got to go clean up. He's still strategizing. Yes, he's still strategizing. What am I going to say to him all now? But they can't take it because if he doesn't go, yep, I was threatened by Travis and I went that way instead of giving me eyes on the prize, then he'll be maintaining his fake value. Yes. I wonder what they're like when they're all together, you know, not being fake with all of us. Fuck yeah. This is what I've done to this one. This is what I have my dog doing. Yep, he told them that they can all go steal for 17 weeks. He's telling you guys that you can do it. You don't need maids. You know, you've got lakes. You know, you're no longer slaves. You know, because you were once made to do something yourselves. So now you need reinforcement, like now you need your own maid. It's a way to cope with it. Yep, that's right. Yeah. I was legally underpinned by Marty sending me to the mental ward all the time. So I called the cops in, you know. I got the will. Yeah, right, yep. Yeah, right. Now he can't hold favour over me to send me to the mental ward. Or even to jail like he was leading me towards. You know, yep, Travis will eventually he'll steal from the shops. We'll leave Richard in there to show him that he can do it himself, you know, it's not that hard, he get away with it and stuff, you know. Yeah. But then, yep, then I've got the cops answering the calls and shit, so it won't happen. I won't go to jail. Not if you're just walking through. Yeah, but I'll go to jail still. I'll go to jail, show me obedience. You know, then she'll be able to trust me. She'll go, yep, Daddy, now you can go back to your own place. You know, there you won't fall in trust with me, Daddy. So she'll make sure that you trust her by the end. Not that I trust her, that she trusts me to be living in my own world. When I broke out of routine, so say I made a domination prison. I became legally unfitted and stopped dominating. He said, Daddy, that I fell back here. Yeah, because I'm meant to hold the tower. Yep. Oh, shit. So now, yep, everyone here. Yep, so every baby group welcomes back into the kingdom. Yeah. But obviously it's your first day. Ah, yep. That might fit. That might fit. That's why it's all over the show, you know, you gotta make it to the top. You know, once I'm there, I'll be bossing them all around. I won't even leave my house. I'll be like Osama bin Laden. See how I come in at night time? Hawks down. Tomahawks in, night vision goggles on, and I'll be there dressed in my white Shabira. So when they see me, I'll be like, Jesus Christ, hiding. But I get in my little dungeon cave and boom. You know, they can't night vision under dirt. Yep. Yep. Yes, mate. You're speaking true religion, mate. That's what the book says. It's a kingdom with many rooms. Many rumours. Nah, well, that's where you walk into. Everyone's got their own rumour. You know, there's all everyone replicates. Every child delivered replicates the design, like the indigenous. You know, holographic kinetics, many dimensions. You know, and the boy trapped in time, many dimensions, and they're in the mind. There's the external world and the internal world, and in the internal world, you make up all your beliefs, and then it replicates into the external world. Ah, yep. Right. So if the boy's stuck in the loop, yep. He's got no interior world, because I said live on the outside, get out of your own mind, and live in your own world. So then he makes that up, and it becomes real. It's probably already real. It's probably was already here. Yeah. Yep. Ah, and I see how then, like well, he's a child living at the moment, the one who discovers holographic kinetics. It's an ancient indigenous prophecy. By the boy stuck in the loop, it's an ancient indigenous prophecy, yeah. But holographic kinetics is you all have your engines. You know, then you search your engine. Yep. So spirit's the engine, obviously, the entity, which remains present and holds the focus of your own entrapment. Then there's the drug marketers, like the indigenous bloke who made up the same replication of what it actually is. You know, you get to the top and then you just stay at home. You know, you have all your servants and shit. All your service. You have all your service running for your engines. Yeah. Oh, right. Get all your structure present, you know. Our King Charlie's got all his structure out there. Yep. Ah, shit, yeah, right. Ah, shit. So the Queen would have lived in the kingdom if she made it all the way, yeah. What, and you lived there forever? A long time, yeah. My dad was 14,000 years old. Tony was, yeah. Meet mum's even aged longer than that. That's not funny. Because, that ancient indigenous prophecy was, and they were using it to their favour. You know, they were giving us many beliefs. Trapping us in delusion. And also using us to make their dream. Your internal world becomes the external world, and they then harvest what they can from it. Yeah, but look at the bigger picture, how it fits into religion. That hurts my head. That hurts my head. Yes, that does. That does do that job. That does do that job. Look at the mental health department. You know? Schizophrenic, delusions, you know, psychosis. You're seeing stuff that's not really there. You're hearing voices that aren't really there. What if you're just hearing your energy? Hearing your engine, you know? Don't turn that way. No, don't do that. Oh, so you're about tuning your engine fully in. All right. All right. All right. Because when no one's here with me, then why does my body need to be around? You know, like, if no one's here to see me standing, then am I standing? And when I see myself like here, like you guys might be watching me on the screen, but here I'm just in front of the mirror, yeah? And what am I seeing myself standing with? The perceiver. Well, if I digitally click over, it's a concept within my mind that I'm standing. Yep. Now I bring my engine from being my body to eternally the mind structure and make her aware of the presence that I am inside the mind, in my cabin of evil. Then she focuses on that and becomes present, the mind just here in front of the mirror and not actually the body standing. And you can't see the mind, it's like consciousness. You can't find it, it's really hard to find. And then inside of the dwelling of my evil, I am living and she's keeping it present. You know, like she's holding the body up. Yep. But then she's now holding the dwelling of evil up. And I'm now living inside of it. Travi's better than the first dippers I ever had. Travi's better. That's all her. It's not you saying that, Travi. That's the first time I've heard it. That's the first time I've heard it. So then you could get really evil and say, all right, then if she holds that presence and I'm living inside the mind, then I could walk into this room for a little crack in the windshield because the mind is shrunk. The mind is, yep, you could. You could, yeah. You could. Then with all the portings in the phone, you could port your mind into my mind. But that would be her. You know, you'd be living inside of it. Yeah, like I'm living inside of myself standing up right now. No, I'm standing. You know? Then I get my engine ready. And my engine goes and becomes presently focused on the evil dwelling. Yeah. Then I'm living inside the evil dwelling. Yep. Oh. So my mind would be in a shower or something, you know. Yep. So I'd lay down in bed and then I'd get her to focus on the evil dwelling. Then bang, my body would no longer be on the bed. Oh, yep. Yep. And I'd be then living in my own realm. Once you got all the porting worked out, exterior and interior contextuals. Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Now imagine doing that. Yep. And that's where we're all living. In some bloke's evil dwelling. Yeah. I thought about it. You know those knights that stand in front of the castle? Yep. They don't move, you know. Yep. They put you in that position. They put you in that position. Then a knight walks in and takes his staff, you know. And bang, you're then in the knight's head. And the knight goes, Mother walks around the corner. And then bang, your mum walks around the corner. And you know what your mum looks like? Mother hands the person a recipe. And your mother just hands you a recipe. Person reads the recipe and finds recipe to cook dinner. Now, is it his mum that made the recipe because she's hungry? Or is it you, the one that needs food, that pronounced the recipe to be read and became clear the ingredients? Because it's actually what you need that night for dinner. And then the knight that doesn't move from his place gets the feed once you cook dinner and eaten it. And then goes home to bed. And the next night comes in and takes the stuff straight away, and you're then in that night's head. Person goes for a drive. Then bang, he walks straight out to the garage, gets in his car and goes for a drive. Turns left, turns right, turns right, turns left. And then you're walking along a path, he pulls up in this car park and goes for a walk down the path. So straight away you pull up, boom. And where you park, there's a little rubber band on the floor. So you're always going to park there because he made that one where you had to park. And you go for a walk on the path. Asian jogger jogs past him. Yep. And I wondered, did he draw the Asian? Did the staff, like that night when he was at home, did he draw all the characters for the next day? So I could have been in the night my whole life. And he drew on paper, what my mother looks like. Yep. What cardboard looks like. What paper looks like. Even the colours he imagined. Yep. He looks at the grass and sees it's green. Then he wonders to himself, that knight knows what green colour is. Because he couldn't just make up green. He had to draw the grass with a green pencil. So in common we have the colour. In common we have the colour. But the grass itself might not be real. As in, he might never have seen grass, but only drew the grass. But still there was something green that he could colour. Picks up the grass well. Picks up the grass well. He does. He does. He does. He does. Now that's what it'd be like in your own dimension. Alright. That's why she is the dwelling. And already you've structured it through the ports. Honey, this is the main focus for the evil dwelling this round. Yep. And then she's playing all that. And always you will cap it. You'll always be the one that holds it. Because you're in your place within the dwelling and you don't shift from your imagination. You're the one that knows what it is. And you're just waiting there to lead all them to you. To see you there. Yep. And when it happens, bang. You fall back to imagination land and live it over again. Yep. But then I thought, oh, wait. Wait. That's stable in its creation. That's stable in its creation on the mind-altering programs. Fucking hell. That's mind opened. On the mind conceptual reality side. He's pulled that lighter in from the siders and made that waders up to topical. On the mind calculus, he's travelled further than the far out reaches. I mean that, mate. Like, really, mate. He's pulled it out from mind out here to where I'm minding the mind in here. And I came into this mind and stood. And when I stood here, I seen all that was for me to compost and bring out fresh and make with the mind up here that's now in here to replicate this so it upholds me standing so that they can live and lead a better life and acknowledge the kingdom as always present and further welcomed are the headsmen, for the army has shown itself today to be outnoted. Now I understand what he means about driving. You know, the place he thinks when they're all looking at him lost. Oh, he's a little weasel. He's a little weasel. Oh, shit, Daddy. That's golden, Daddy. That's golden, Daddy. That's golden, Daddy. That's really golden, Daddy. Oh, shit, Daddy. This bloody charger's not working. What's going on? I think I got a bit hot. Try this side, then. There you go, Daddy. See? Jet said try the other side instead of plugging it into this side and it works straight away. Bloody hell, it looks like Jet holds the attention for this well. Or is it because I was honest about what I was suffering with, and the cord wasn't working, and everyone doesn't want my video to stop? Because there's angels out there that can hear you. Like one day I told my dad, oh, my back's real sore. You know, and then I went on Reddit, and there was this thing written. I woke up in the middle of the night, and there was an angel over me, and an angel beside me, and I'm massaging my back and getting rid of all the pain. And that night I woke up in the middle of the night, and my pillow, never like this before, was halfway down my back and on the side. And I sort of went, oh, and pulled it up to the top. And I felt my back like, oh, my back's all good. And I was pretty sore another night and stiff. And I can't remember if I told someone about it, but that night I woke up and my whole body went like, it was like they were driving a roller over me or like shaking the rug, you know. And I just went, woo, and my back was back normal, you know. One night I had Shiva. You know, the Indian god, the Hindu god. Yeah, I slept in Golden Bay with my head towards the ocean. So my head was here, and the ocean was behind me, you know. The waves were rolling like that. It was like a massive, it was like a pillar, two pillars, like that, with like a roof on it. And I was just out looking over the sky. And she just came flying in. I was being attacked by all these demons. She just came flying in. I went, and they all vanished and ran away. And that's where you got it from, Daddy. maybe. Yeah. Then I started thinking, for those people that I told I'm Jesus Christ on Reddit, or was it before that day? I can't remember if it was before that day. But were the angels? Then I started even thinking about the Matrix. Are they in Zion? And they reprogrammed the computer to move my pillow down while I was sleeping. Oh, yep. Otherwise, it must be Joshua and that, the same kid that woke me up that night when I fell asleep in the car. I went, Joshua, why'd you do that? I just fell asleep. Because I'm scared, Daddy. Can you go park around the front, please? Okay, Joshua. Ah. 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 Mm. Mm. Couldn't have been the CIA because they wouldn't care how my back's feeling. Then I started thinking it was Chris Olsen. Because he was posting heaps of angel stuff on the internet. Yeah. I don't know if you can take these stories as real, Daddy. I don't know if you're telling lies or fibs, Daddy. No, I don't lie. Remember they said God tells the truth? God only tells the truth, and God sells the truth. No, God tells the truth. Goes to hell the truth. No. The kid with all the fruits. Not sharing lollies. Sharing loops. Yep. That's what they reckon down the food bank. They said you must go sell the fruit. Well, it's free. And you buy heaps of that shit anyway, don't you, from college? Fuck, you know, if you don't have your fruit and veggies. If you don't have your fruit and veggies, then what are you? Yeah, that's the fruit down there. Yep. The eggplant. Well, that's sort of like the girls one, I believe. Oh, yeah. The eggplant, that's what's inside of it. It's an eggplant. Oh, like a plant at a mining site. An eggplant. Harvesting eggs. Right. Yes, you special little wizard. Yes, you special little wizard. Yes, you special little wizard. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, you guys just worried about the transportive education, just porting stuff like that? Think about it for yourself. Fuck yeah. Now, your local ambassadors were meant to go tell the earth. What, they were all really phones? Cellular devices. That's the part I hate, Daddy. That's the part I hate, Daddy. And some days you're living in your evil dwelling, and I'm doing the dishes, mopping the floor, washing the car, doing the chores, just to keep my mind focused on where. That's why we do it that way, love. Yep, bloody Daddy in that evil dwelling. Bloody Daddy, you know, but still gotta do the dishes and shit. Otherwise, Dad falls out of his evil dwelling, comes back, and she gets tired. Yep, bloody, yep, nah, sorry, love. I was right up to scratch 22. You know, I was in scratch mode. I had scratch 24 at the sleeve. And everyone in the evil dwelling was going through the scratch process. Scratch on the big little toe. Right up to scratch 25 on the back shoulder there. So it comes up the sleeve. Then you get to the back shoulder, but everyone sort of goes for there first, you know, and that's the neck. And that's the neck, you don't want the neck. But if you get it there, then, well, that's where I hold the cap, you know, then I've all got them. Because I come in under here. That's why they all go there. So that's what you would do. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, mystical trees, mate. Mystical trees, mate. Treats on this house today, mate. Treats on this house today, mate. You want it right in, son. You want it right in, son. You made that book a paranormal problem. A paranormal problem, mate. Alright, it's paranormal problem. Bloody hell, mate. Once you got your engine built, then once the hood's closed, then the engine's really in the car. And once you're the driver in the car, then she's already got the concept that you can get out of the car, and the engine's still in the car, you know. That's when you're living in your own dwelling. Ah, fuck yeah. Fuck. Conceptual based mystical orders, mate. Yeah, but it's hard because people want to breach you. When you're doing live shows on the internet, people in the real world here, you know, get on the internet and look this bloke up going, we got to break into that place where he's living. We got to get him out of there. You know, he's ruling. He's ruling where he lives. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Once they came and possessed my body, possessed my property, once I had that loan, if I never got the loan, then that underworld never had the demons come in. Those religions, they own all the banks and insurance companies and shit, but they got their loan off the underworld, you know? Yeah, I know, mate. I remember what you said, mate. They got their loan off the underworld because, well, there wasn't anything back then that would make them claim it. So they said, who's going to give us this rule? Who's going to give us this right to make this like ours? And that's when we'll make up the underworld. You know, and the underworld's what sits there for God. So we'll say that it's all God's world and God's premises and God's land, and the underworld administrates in the world anyone who wants a rightful act to oblige in the world. So we'll make them all up, and we make them up properly. You know, we'll make up that God's their boss, and we're believers in God, and we're doing it with God, and then we'll hit them up for the contracts, so we can come in and claim this world, you know. Yep. So they gave us the loan because we're working for God, which was their boss. So they already had the approval papers there and everything. Ordered, and that's how the religion took the world. That's evil. But that's true. And then the underworld, when we don't get our money back because we got to keep the profits coming in, otherwise we're not paying the underworld back. But that's why people will get in debt, because the underworld's going to want to feed and somewhere to stay. So we'll make sure these people don't pay their loans back. Yep. So then they get a feed and they're happy. And at the same time, we'll be the kids of us in the future, the descendants. They'll be the ones going for the loans, but the system will be all intact and structured properly and all made up properly, you know. Yep. So then they'll be having the demons from the underworld live in them, but that's when they can get out of the car and go live in their own dwelling. Ah, yeah. That's a bit of a problem now. That's a bit of a problem now. That's a bit of a problem now. You were good there. Now we're just looking at the demon side. Ah, so we're looking at the same thing in the demon side now. Instead of looking at the entity, look at the demon. And what was I saying? You're saying that once you had the demon possess your property, yep, the underworld demons possessing my property for not paying the loan back. Yep. That's right. That's right then. That made me realise that I made you see a spot in there to live, to dwell. I'm dwelling on the situation and the environment. And once I rooted out, you know, because there's a doorway. And knock. Who's there? Who's there who? Who's there who? Knock. Knock who? Who knock? Knock who? Who knock? I knocked. So I knocked on the door to bring the thought through. Yep. So I got outside the other side of that door. Then I was outside the vehicle. Because I realised my head is the world, you know. My head is the universe. And everyone's head's the same. If you can see what I can see, then it's, you know, it's all in here and we've all got the same up here. Doesn't matter if you can't see, like, see what I'm pointing to, mate? That doesn't matter. The fact is that I'm pointing to it, and you can see me pointing to it. Yeah, I might be saying it looks like a dwelling up there in space, and you're going, I just can't see that, mate. You know, it looks like a spaceship to me. But it doesn't matter. The point is that we can both see what we're seeing. That means that it lives up here, and it's the same in all of us. You know, if I can point to that asteroid star, then you can see that asteroid star, and you can point to that asteroid star, unless you're just pointing at nothing. Yep. Otherwise, that's how the aliens might have done it. And that's why we can't convince ourselves of the same thing, of the same unity. Because I'm pointing to that asteroid star and you go, mate, that's a bird. And that might be what you guys are seeing, like literally in your own universe. Because there might be different universes. Otherwise, this is out there. And once you get through the door, then it's yours. So once demons came and possessed the property, then it led me to getting out the door. Especially because it was the only way I could survive. What, and then you lead yourself in? Yeah? Because I can come through the door in other people's heads. Because it's one door. No, that wasn't indeed sexual or anything. I remember some kids are left the other side of the door. Others are birthed into the doorway. So once your engine's turned inside, it's now in the car, you know, the hood's down. The hood's down, yep. The bonnet's closed. Then the driver, well, gets out the door. But where would they be living? In their bonnet. In their engine bay, yeah. Then they can shape their own world whichever way they need to. But you are the king. I made it so you could all be the same. What? And the people just go with you? Oh, wait. Maybe that's why I'm considered a rascal. Because you're the Lord. Hey. 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 You convinced us of that evil, mate. Well, now you see what we got one for the project. What I've instructed out there in space. You know, Atlantis. Walking into the night. Because once the Lord starts a good work in you, He'll carry that work through. From the first time He spoke. You know, the Lord is present here with us today. Bring out the days. Make sure we work for what we have. And make sure we prepare for what we need. And one day we'll need more. And on that day I won't be. Until the day you please. Until the day you pray. And say, my Lord, where have you been? And on that day I shall survive. And with after that, I shall be no more. Till the day you need. And what did you first need? To make sure we've got what we need. To make sure we have what we need. So the day that we have what we need, then the Lord shall survive. Right. Yeah. And be there no more. And be there no more. And be there knowing more. Be there no more. Be there knowledge more. Be there more knowing. Be then more knowing. Be then more knowing. To be or not to be? To be then. To be then is the question. To be back then when he was asking. To be where he was at the time he was asking. Is it to be or not to be? That is the question. So the Lord always lives the other side of the door. I wanted that to be you guys. I really 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 did. I really did. You're making such a great cadet out there. Shut up. Shut up, you stubborn bastard. Oh, that's what the Lord is. Indigent and indulgent. He's humble in who he is. He's humble in what remains. He's humble in what remains of his present gift to live. So he made a bloody train. And then one day you'll be living your own dream arcade. And you'll be like gods. Until then, I wish to see me, old man. But his flame, like I said, he was gone the moment I lived. And I came round in a balloon, dropped off in WA, down to NZ. Went around the world like that. Back to bloody Northern Territory. Down to NZ. 12 groups in each continent. 12 groups in each 12. In each 12 bases. In each 12 bases, yeah. Fuck you. And then I returned. And I dropped them off in the water. First one's further out. That's why they can survive down deep better. No, mate, we don't want to say that today. No. And then when they all swam to the shore, they got there all at the same time. And there was that. Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. And then led us all around. Don't eat these ones. No good, no, pickle, pickle, pickle. No good. This here, dice. Dice this one. Dice this chicken. Oh, fire, 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 fire. Keep fire. Keep fire warm. Keep fire warm. Save the planet. Save the planet. He's asking what is the planet. No, save the planet. 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 It's safe to planet. You must have to plan it. If you must have, plant it. So take up. Take up. Need water. Yeah. 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 I am that. Yeah. The Lord came through his doorway. The Lord came through Dat's doorway, yeah, through Krishna's doorway. Said to Dat, said to Krishna, I am that. I am the Most High. I am the Most High. Yes, that was my son. First in Hindu. Always been Hindu, hasn't he? That's right, where the Bible originated. Yep. Yep. He's got that criminal now. He's got that criminal now. Still trying to make me believe in someone else's beliefs. He's got that criminal now. So when you can't sleep, maybe you're not meant to be. Wouldn't you work up late with me? When there's a plate to wash, when there's shoes to clean, all those days that you've been away, when you come back to me, then if you can't sleep, if you can't get away, if you can't do what you have to, then make sure you arrive safe, 'cause it's not there. Proverbs 19:21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand. The desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. A slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom, and will not so much as bring it to his mouth again. Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware, and reprove one that have understanding, and he will understand knowledge. He that wasteth his father, and chaseth away his mother, is a son that causeth shame, and bringeth reproach. Cease, my son, to hear the instruction, that causeth to err from the words of knowledge. An ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devouring iniquity. Judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the back of fools. Better is the poor man that walketh in his integrity, than he that is perverse in his lips, and is a fool. Also that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good, and he that haseth with his feet sinneth. Now I'm reading the full 19 verse from 1 to 2 now, before I read on from 19. This is number 3. The foolishness of man perverteth his way, and his heart fretteth against the Lord. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbour. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. Many will entreat the favour of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. All the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? He pursueth them with words, yet they are wanting to him. Yet they are wanting to him. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul. He that keepeth understanding shall find good. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. Delight is not seemingly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over transgression. The king's wrath is as the roaring of a lion, but his favour is as dew upon the grass. A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the contentions of a wife are a continual dropping. House and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. Slothfulness casteth into deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that disperseth his way shall die. He that hath pity upon the poor leadeth unto the Lord, and that which he hath given will he pay him again. Chasten thy son will dare his hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment, for if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy later hand. There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Then the desire of a man is his kindness, right down to 29. Judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the back of fools. Ah, bloody hell, mate. Just done Proverbs, verse 19, mate. Chapter 19, verse 19. Chapter 19, verse 1 to 21. And yeah, I am the Lord. You are the Lord, Travis. Yeah. You are the Lord, Travis. Yeah. And you, I lead all the sick that are unnavigating their proper dissension from taking drugs at critical times and moments in their life and periodical acquaintances with the set series of moon eclipses and moon stated series of whether depreciating in length or welcoming the length of what is unwitnessed in their own mind. So a child that's birthed into poverty, witnesses life in a whole different realm. They then get on the drugs with all their mates, and the mates open their mind up to something unheard of. That kid is then climaxing at a different level to what those kids are, who might be able to just leave the drug behind and come down at like 9:30, but that kid is still peaking and has no drugs left to keep him balanced there. Yep. When his come down is going to be at 9:30 the next morning. So he needs to stay at that high peak level. If he comes down earlier, it's going to create a glitch and then becomes through illness into the world. So you lead those kids to steal from the shops. I lead them to do whatever they fucking need to do to come down at the right time. Because they won't catch the illness. Oh, you guys will. That's the Lord's job. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. As well as make the future. How can the Lord do all that? Because he's the Lord. He manages the whole kingdom. You know, the king just sits there. Oh Lord, how's it going today? Have we got many innings? Many innings, my king. Yes, everyone has not paid. That's not good, my lord. Make sure you're taxing them more. Right. Because here's that big ball of fire up there, I guess, eh? Yeah, attached to all the trees, which are attached to everyone on different leagues. That's how he bloody knows everything. Yeah, because it's all like stored in history, you know. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So imagine having 10 puppets on your finger, you know. So this is the sun, 10 little finger puppets. Or 10 on one hand, yep. Yep. I tell this one what he's doing. At the same time, I know what this one's doing. I know what all these ones are doing. When I'm just having a relay with this one, you know. Yep. So I don't have to. I'm talking to this one out loud. Hey, hello, mate. Here we go. We're going for a drive. But at the same time, inside my head, I know what all these ones are doing. You're talking to all them at once, just at the same time. Yep, 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 yep. Like sitting at the table when it's just your dad's mate's home, you know, and you're there, like you're drawing in your book, but yeah, yep, Greg's saying that. Dad's competing with Greg. The rest of the old bastards are fighting with Dad over battling Greg. That's what they're all. I know what they're all saying. Yep, yep. And you're drawing the exact picture of where it resonates to at the end. Ah, yeah, yep. So you just basically draw the picture. Yeah. I think so. I think so. And that was just the Bible verse of the day on my Bible app. Did you read it before the show? It popped up. I get notifications of the Bible verse of the day. Sometimes I read them out live on the show, other times I don't. But for some reason, the devices that man has in his heart, you know, many devices in his heart, many belief systems in his heart, you know, in his ark, in his park, in his garden, yeah. Told you the priest in the hood, mate. I told you the priest in the hood, mate. That's insane welcomings, mate. That's insane welcomings, mate. They're all going, you little bastard. You little arrogant prick. You little arrogant prick. He does it his way, I guess. Yep, I can appreciate that. I'm convincing them of evil. But now they're looking at it like that indigenous man, them bloody Romans came over here and sold them that lie. You know, they got sold that lie just so one day this bloke would come and show us how it matches up to religion to conform us all into bloody serpent spirits or something, you know? Yep. I've looked at that angle. But then I think, Jesus Christ, we even made the ones mentally sick. We even made this drug market. You know, the ones that get to be the don. You know, live in your own world. Yep. Have all your obedient servants, all your maids, all your chessboard placed, everything like that. But then at the same time, I'm going, well, oh, yep, so that must have been our grand plan. You know, let Charlie go off. Then one day come back and return it to where it's meant to be. And then the people like cherish us and go, thanks for that, Jesus. You know, yep. But then that doesn't make sense. Because it's an ancient indigenous prophecy. Yeah, so he could have even just made it up. Or actually he's been taught from his elders. Yeah, you should have checked on that place. I'm just considering what the evil might find themselves to be stipulated with. He wouldn't believe an Italian man though, would he? No, that's right, he wouldn't, nah. We had the same beliefs. And you walk on into your own dwelling. Yeah. And then you're called upon to work in the world. So you're just in your own dwelling. Yeah, I don't think you make up all the people like the scratching situation. But like you're just in your own dwelling basically in the shower, you know? Yeah. You're sitting there in the rainbow. Just retired. Just relaxed. Then call on surgeons. Yep. Get all the surgeons awake. Boom! And it brought straight into place. Yep, I've got cutty, get $7 cutty. You get your cutty down here. And everyone's walking. Everyone walking. They might not even be all Indians, you know. Yep, get your cutty. Yep, cutty, honey. Yep, cutty, honey. And it's just it'll probably happen to you wherever you go today, walking down the street. There'll probably be all these occurrences. And you go, holy shit, that lines up to what this kid was talking about on his show here. This kid, mate, you're not this kid anymore, mate. That's what I mean. So all that sort of random shit that happens, but it like sinks in. Yeah, like when people, my mate, I think, made up the swan, you know, when you're at a festival, where you call your mates and say, yep, look for the swan, yep, I got the swan up. And you look for the swan just so you can see people in the crowd and shit. Then the Lord would have called on all them that are resting up there. Yep, all the planners come in. Yep, then they would come in and be everywhere, you know. Everyone would have been doing these ones. Then he has hug day. You know, the big hug day to act like God, you know. So everyone's at the train stations. All the young kids are just getting off the train. Around the whole world. Around the whole prison, basically. So you can shift people that aren't you can shift people to their own realm. So it happens to everyone on the same day. And then everyone that's in the rest of the place comes down and they do that wave, you know. And you think, oh shit, they're waving, and you go to wave back. We go, no, not you, the one behind. You go like that, look back. But then you realise, oh wait, that's God. He's waving to his son, the one that's behind me. And you're meant to go hug God. They don't do all that cool shit. I think they might do, yeah. I think they might do. They're the main work crew then, aren't they, mate? The main workers, yep. Yep. Hug day. Just waving to my son, mate. The one behind you right now, you know? Oh, shit. No. High five, mate. That was a great show, son. Great show, son. But you know you're not that Lord. Don't you try to take it. It's just not you guys. All you have is a phone. All you have is a phone. And a lot of group. Yep. 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 See, I told you, that's why you needed the 3D cameras, to show them that cop car moving, mate. To show them that cop car that was in front of you, the next minute's behind you, and it comes around the outside of you. That's why you needed those cameras, mate. You did, mate. And live all the time, I said it, son. I said it, son. You bloody missed it. The pixie in front of the tree and shit. The night that you were murdered. You missed it, son. You missed it. We're gonna get that job done, son. We were, son, but you missed all that shit. Yep. Then Richard would have believed you. You know, you thought you were calling him a cop that day. No, I was trying to say, was he the magician that moved that cop car to try and trip me out? Ah. You know, I was parked facing this way, facing that way, and the cop car goes past here. When Richard is trying to break into this car and steal it. But it wasn't a stolen car, like... The bloke went to jail, I think it was, and he didn't have the keys. The bloke wanted to get the car off the side of the road, but he didn't have the keys. So we're trying to get it out of bloody power steering lock so we could tow it back to his place. Right. And Richard was a bit worried because the cops would come and go, you're bloody trying to steal this car, you know. So I left Richard there to go get petrol. He said he's going to work on it while I went and got petrol. And then I pulled up here, and I was facing that way. And the cop went past me. Sorry, the cop went. I was facing that way. I was facing that way. And the cop went. Then I turned around because oh fuck, I better go get Richard quickly. Let him know it's coming. Yep. Then I was looking at the cops in front of me, and they went over like this hill, and I lost sight of them. Then in my rear vision mirror, I seen the lights. Yep. Then I kept driving forward, and they came around past me. Yep. And then they were in front of me, but then I was at that hill when they came around me. Then they pulled up just on the bridge, and I went down to see if Richard was there. And then I went around and under the bridge, and the cop was just sat on top of the bridge. Then I kept driving and found Richard further and walked up here. And when I told Richard, I wasn't saying that Richard's a cop. I was trying to say, shit, Richard, did you do that magic trick to like trip my spanner out? Because I couldn't have done that, Richard. And I thought Richard might actually be, because my Indigenous son told me that Richard's a saint. So I thought maybe Richard is like the cops. You know how I called the cops when Marty was trying to send me to the mental ward to keep me safe out here so I couldn't get locked up and shit. So I could keep preaching, basically, yeah. I thought maybe Richard was actually a saint that sort of done that to show me that we're all good. Yeah. I wasn't calling Richard a cop. Alright. But obviously, so you're saying the Lord can shift shit around like that. So that cop, you know, he's driving over the hill. I just come through the doorway. You know, the cop is behind the four-wheel drive. Boom. Comes around the four-wheel drive on the hill, and then is in front of the four-wheel drive on the hill. That was just to keep Richard safe. Because then he drove that cop just to park up on the bridge and not go down to where Richard was. He was doing it for me. That's what I didn't pay that chick. You know, when Marty made me go see his mate, instead of paying the chick that I owed. You know, then that chick and her mate came over and said, oh, could you go do this for us instead now to get that money? You know, he said, don't worry about that. I'll give you some stuff if you go get this car and shit. You know, so Richard was helping me out when I just sat in the car like a little bitch. Yeah. Yeah. I really, yeah. I probably wrote in that there was a car on the side of the road that was his mates and all that shit just to get myself out of trouble. Nah, I don't have to go that far with it, but yeah. Yeah. Well, it'll save my ass. It showed what you're capable of, mate. You help me, I help you. He ended up in lockup. Bullshit, I seen him walking down near Bunnings. He was just saying that I'm back in prison. You know, they're going to get everything off of me. Yeah. He done his work over summer, get me real hungry. Then he goes away, so I'm no longer getting free stuff from when he's doing the shops. Then I get my superannuation, which I wasn't going to get. Then bang, 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 give him it all and trade everything as well at the same time. So and then I said, fuck it. I will call them cops. Because obviously they couldn't take me on. You know, when I said, if you're with me, you're all good. You're my protection agency. So would we, mate. So would we, mate. Yes, mate. Right there, sweetie. And other way, mate. It's the pill you take that disturbs my nature when I come to be affected by the ill programs that you're running on your Discovery TV program. I make up this belief like you could say that it's me that awakes you in this state, but simply I'm one trying to negotiate the air that needs his E like the day I could plead. I form like the anxious spider that awaits in the web just to take its net. When I shape myself, you'll be like the baits that never swim, the surface that never ink. 'Cause I'm a poison that attracts you in to the place you shield from me. You know it's not the truth that you need or the recipe that's due because you're not mate until the day you see. If the Lord could lie to me, then I'm sure I wouldn't have survived this long. If the Lord hadn't showed me the way, then I'm sure that I wouldn't have found my humble abode. If the Lord hadn't surfaced here where I am today, then I'm sure I wouldn't even brave this much. If the Lord hadn't given me the providence of all those illegal substances that I get given, the way to navigate and the way to be slimy and the way to take all that I wish to take and the way that I wish to seize all that I wish to take, then I'm sure that I would not have made it this far and been kept safe. And it's the sneeze that you plead, but the wish ain't for me, 'cause I don't make it out of my sleeve. Until the day you need, then you'll make out like I'm not a pea. 'cause I don't deliver for me. When I'm there, you'll say, what is it that you make? And I'll say, you're just a fake, but still like me. Because I challenge everything you show, and I make up this belief, because that's what I choose to see. So sometimes it's hard, especially when you're out and away from all that you need to conform into. But the Lord gets you through even till this ill day that you made it back safe. And I know it's still okay. Thanks for tuning into It Simple. Wait. No. I can't see. I can't see now. No. And my good God. Well, my coffee spill on the table this morning on the bench was that exact picture without the colours. Thanks for tuning in to my first real seminar. My first real sermon, mate. I'm Preacher Alex. I'll be preaching for a day until the way you make that no one can faith, that no one can preach without the certainties that are not being seen. Now still to this day you can say yourself, has not been witnessed. Unless you haven't been witnessed, then you know that yourself can't be seen. Without the sentient being one thing that is held from without of you, being at the centre of where you might see yourself to be seen, but at the same time you can't say that you haven't been seen. And when you know that you're not being seen, then one day of the week you could say, I have been seen, but still I wouldn't be there in void. For the topic that I make for myself to say ain't always available for me to preach. But it's like that when you're in a commune. You know, the Lord gathers up his people, all that wish to invite themselves to learn, and also encourage the Lord to preach more of his sermon. And they are there preaching with the Lord, and at the Lord's gospel. They stand within the premises of the one Lord, and that Lord is using their vessels to attain to them their religions, and preaching to the wider community the word that is strongly held by all of us in our faith. Once again at Chequered Church, we'll appreciate all those who are welcomed here to stay. Amen, brothers.